So just remember, like, and it's maybe it's important to be like, let's remember. We probably didn't even wear clothes during the golden age. I know we neither hunger nor thirst, and I don't know. I took that immediately as we didn't eat or drink. I don't know. I would assume we didn't eat. Drinking, that's a flow. I don't know, but like, I don't know. It might sound strange, but like, shitting's always, but not always. But one time I was young, I was on the toilet, and someone said, "Hey, what you doing?" I've heard very few words in my head my whole life, but it's like, "Hey, what you doing?" And ever since then, I was like, I've never looked at shitting the same way. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Shitting is bizarre to me. A sentient being does not shit. And okay, you're saying a sentient being does not shit. We're actually eating the sun. So how does it get devolved down to this level, to a substance that we don't even know? Well, it can't make up its mind what it is, and it changes to a toilet in the industrial revolution, military industrial complex. It actually changes to our toilets. Do you understand? So we got to stop assuming everything's natural. Natives, you weren't always dependent on the buffalo. Before they had Seventh Fire Messenger. Did you not hear Seventh Fire Messenger talking about the canopy of trees from coast to coast, and they stopped at the redwoods. They left a few redwoods at the end. That was but way before the buffalo, they had annihilated the landscape. So, he said food was at your feet pretty much. You woke up, where's food? Hey, daddy, where's breakfast? At your feet, son. That kind of a thing. The salmon, you didn't need a hook. You didn't need any steel. You didn't need any ore dug up to hook a fish. If so many salmon, you just went and picked one up. And salmon's different. That's than eating a buffalo. You understand? That's a different form of life, really. It doesn't bleed like, do you understand? Red meat is different. So eat your meat. But hey, don't eat your meat. How could you have your pudding? Yeah, I know. But what I'm trying to say is, because there seems to be so much like limited, like focus on that, like, hey, we got you with your buffalo, and y'all were just savage flesh eaters, colonizer. But no, I mean, you had an option, and you're saying you had options. If it wasn't wintertime, you had an option not to eat the buffalo before they annihilated the canopy of trees over here. Like I said, look like the last vestige of the golden age before the sun started moving. You do understand that? The sun didn't move during the golden age. Therefore, nothing was killed. Blood was not shed here. This is not a realm for blood shedding. That's what I'm trying to say. So like, and the reason I say it's because one day I got a song from, this is way back. It's like, I'm getting in my For You algorithm. Like, I eat meat. Like someone actually like put that in a song. Like, I breathe. I mean, that's analogous to I breathe. Like, I breathe. I sneeze. I shit. Shit. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and then my soul was like, tell me, cause I've not got online and made any contention about flesh eating whatsoever. It's like, but something's fucking with my head. Okay, I think it's someone in Alaska. Like, okay, of course you eat meat. You're in Alaska. I mean, goddamn, you're not. I mean, your body isn't alive if you ain't eating some meat in Alaska. I would imagine, unless you get your food, vegetables shipped in somewhere or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand? How did someone actually write, like, hey, I got one. I eat meat. Man, whoa, I eat meat. Man, you talking about goddamn a classic line I've never forgot. Come on now. How is there a song where there's a song lyric, I eat meat? Come on now. That's the most absurd thing I'll ever hear on earth. And the thing is, nothing on the internet or in the system could know that unless they're in my mind or they heard mine and my soul's phone conversations. Because her son was born with a aversion to meat. And out of peer pressure, I can tell she's got embarrassed. Peer pressure, she tried to force it on him. And like, it still didn't take. I don't know how many of those there are, but like, don't assume your children can eat meat. Any of us. So he's born, it was forced on him and he still couldn't eat meat. I don't know what that means. I don't know how, that's what I'm trying to say. The motherfuckers that are born who can't eat the flesh, do not disrespect them. I will say this again. Those that are born who cannot eat the flesh, do not disrespect them. There's a reason, okay? So, eat your buffalo, do whatever. That is post-cataclysm. That's an allowance. That is an allowance. That because you're cornered in a situation where you have to, and that's what the demons, the reptilians, the Anunnaki, the colonizer did. Corners into a situation where we have to eat the flesh. where we have to slice the throat of an animal and let it bleed. I mean, that's saying when they're in the factory, like they don't even get shot in the head first and get numbed up. No, they're alive and just their throat slit while alive till their blood drains out. That's what we seldom think about with flesh eating. Okay. So I'm just saying. Like I say, I'm still amazed about the Lakota going silent when a child enters the room. Just absolute amazement. The Lakota goes silent when a child enters the room. The exact opposite of Dolly Nightmare Daydream, as I try to remind her. But it, or what, I hate to call it it or her. That's, I'm sorry, Divine Feminine. That's so disrespectful. It, yeah. It, what was I saying now? I got trying to emphasize that point. What the hell am I saying? Yes. Oh, there it goes. You can't say Dolly's name. God damn, man. She ain't nothing, but she's connected to some pettiness. You talking about, that's the definition of evil is pettiness. Like she is connected to some goddamn extreme pettiness. God damn, I'm sorry. But if the Lakota serve their children buffalo in the summertime, where there's food all around them and all the options, say even salmon, like I'm going to scold the fuck out of them. Do you know if your child can eat the flesh? Have you asked your child can eat the flesh? Have you handed your child a sword or, and watched it slice the throat of this buffalo and watch it bleed out? Do you know your child can ever kill a large mammal like this and consume it? Do you have any idea? That's what I'm trying to say. If there's an option and the mighty Lakota feed their child, who they treat kind of like an alien as a guest with utmost respect and complete independence, if they feed their child flesh without verifying that their child can eat the flesh, I'm going to scold the fuck out of them. Just like I have utmost respect for Credo. But the fact that he ate a dead man's hand to join the group and get some kind of knowledge, though he cooked it, and though he saw the many colors of a tree, he didn't know he was going to see the many colors of a tree when he ate it. But like, he was an idiot. In that moment, his idiot ass thought, to join this group, I have to eat this dead man's hand, and goddamn it, I'm going to do it. I don't know what he's saying. You get what I'm saying? The mighty Credo, South Africa shaman. Yes. If he was about to eat a dead man's hand, I would scold the fuck out of him for that error. Do you understand? So like the dude beside me that has the bone, they calls it a wand that's solid bone drenched in blood, which he's probably, going to make me think it's an animal. I have no idea. With all the videos I get about their obsession with buying native skulls, and I would assume that's to get our DNA and a clone. What is it? I mean, it's the exclusion of their children. You can't buy, the natives can't buy their own ancestor skull? What are you talking about? The absurdity of selling skulls? Who would want to buy a goddamn human skull? That is, you understand? That's extremely suspicious. So, that's all I'm trying to say. Just remember, some of us are actually aliens. And though all the elements are the same, and we all have to breathe oxygen, and we, and we're all water-based, organically, like, all these aliens, we're based, we operate in the same three elements, water, air, and earth, and land. That doesn't, but we have different conditions where we come from. And this place is on lockdown. Earth is definitely a prison. You can't get through the ice wall without alarms going off and earthquakes going off. That's why the humans escape to the ancestral lands can't get back in to help us. They're trying to get back in, but alarms go off. And I'm sure there's some, I don't know, not sure. But God knows how many natives might be there trying to get back in and save other natives of Turtle Island. So just letting you know. Dang, this shit. My soul is treated like a native or I'm talking about, there is no differentiation. My soul can't even keep money in her house. Her landlord will not fix her doors. She doesn't have a bath right now. She gets refused service at stores. Her neighbors get shit fixed, but her landlord ignores. She got robbed. How many times is she gonna get robbed? She all her money was just taken the other night because her landlord will not fix the door to lock. People just break in. She has her life under attack. She has people filming her. She is more than Trinity in the Matrix. She's like Trinity and Neo in the Matrix. She is under unimaginable attack, like a native on Turtle Island. So believe us, some of us do understand. And though I have much native blood through my great grandmother, I think it's more relevant that since my contract was erased at birth by shot in the hospital, it was a test of my character to decide to be. So whether regardless of what my contract was, I choose to have a contract only with my great grandmother if she wants me to. But as far as being native, I'm not worried about native. I'm worried about saving your women and children.